Is it possible to end up with the wrong person? Just as one can choose something on a menu and end up finding out that it is not very appealing to their taste buds, they can also end up choosing someone to be in a relationship with, only to find out that they are not a good match. However, although one can just stop eating a meal that doesn't do anything for them, they might not simply be able to walk away from a relationship that is not right. Due to the amount of time that one has been with this person for, they may have become strongly attached to them. If they are not a good match, this is going to be bad enough, but if the other person is abusive, it is going to be even worse. A mismatch. There would have most likely been the type of person who they had in mind before they got into the relationship, and then, there would have been the type of person who they actually ended up with once they did. If they were to compare the idea that they had in their head with the person they are with, it could similar to the difference between night and day. Due to how different this person is, one could wonder how they have ended up in this position. It could be as if they have ordered one meal but ended up being given another meal entirely. A one-off. If this is the first time that this has taken place, it might be easier for them to handle. One could come to the conclusion that they are simply unlucky, and that their luck will soon change. So, once they cut their ties with this person, it might only be a matter of time before they are able to find someone who is right for them. It might not be easy for them to end the relationship, but it will be something that they need to do. A pattern. Then again, there is the chance that this is not the first time that this has taken place. In fact, this could be a scenario that has played out for as long as they can remember. They will have been with a number of people who were not right for them. Consequently, one could see themselves as being unlucky, or they could believe that someone or something is holding them back. No effect. Bearing in mind that there will be what one wants and then there will be what they get, it is not going to be a surprise if they feel as though they have no control over this area of their life. When it comes to other areas of their life, it could be a very different story. For example, one could have a very successful career and they may have a number of close friends. If one was able to detach from what is going on in this area of their life and to think about why this area of their life might this way, it may give them the opportunity to change their life. A deeper look. Through being curious about why their life is the way it is and looking for answers, they may come to see that there are at least two parts to their being. One part is called their conscious mind and another part is called their unconscious mind. The first part will have small impact on their life, while the second part will have a big impact on their life. What may then occur to them is that for so long, they were not even aware that this part of them existed, let alone aware of what was taking place in this part of them. Turning the lights on. By becoming aware of what is taking place in this part of their being, they might gradually come to see why they are drawn to certain people. These people might only tick a few of the boxes that they have in their conscious mind, but they will most likely tick off all the boxes that are in their unconscious mind. In a way, their conscious mind will be like one person and their unconscious mind will be like another. But even though there are two people, one of these people will have far more control than the other. The primary need. This other person is not going to be interested in being with someone who will make them happy or who will respect them. For instance, what this person really wants is to replay what took place many years ago. In other words, their unconscious mind will want one to be with someone who will allow them to re-experience what took place during their early years. This is not because this part of their being wants to see them suffer, it is because this part of them wants them to heal their wounds and to become whole. By coming into contact with someone who is also wounded in a similar way, it will bring up to the surface the parts of them that they have lost touch with, and thereby allow them to work through their pain. Self-knowledge. Without this understanding in place, it will be perfectly normal for one to see other people as the problem. History will be repeating itself, but one's conscious mind will be completely unaware of what is going on. Instead of being able to see that is going on and to heal their inner wounds, they will just react to what is taking place. More pain will then be added to their existing pain, as opposed to working through the pain that they have been carrying for so long. Awareness. If one can relate to this, and they are ready to work through their inner wounds, they may need to reach out for external support. This is something that can be provided by the assistance of a therapist or a healer.